2.2 million naira to 3.5 million naira. It is not a crypto trade. That is the rent jump. One activist, a person so-called activist, gave his tenants while publicly crying about the economy. Today, we are dissecting the governor's take on why Lagos real estate is becoming a playground for the rich. If you think you are paying for a roof, the governor says you are actually paying for a global investment destination. But is the math actually mathing? Let's watch this clip.
It's a win-win for everybody. Lagos helps you, keep those investments. The citizens, they said, well, it's a bit pricey. I understand, some of these things will also come at some bit of, but at some point, it's a function of demand and supply. You are an economist yourself. Once the supply gets to an end, which there is, you bring down the price. It's market forces. You bring down the price, and nobody will tell you that an apartment where they are charging you 30 million will come down to 50 million if the supply is more than is there. So it's a catch-22. Which one comes first? The investment comes first before you talk of regulating price. So as a government, we're watching, but we don't want to be a disincentive, to investors who want to continue to let Lagos skyline compete, with the new.
I need to give credit to Mr. Duru for creating this video that I want to use for reference, because strangely, I love it. I love the energy. I love the expression. Let's just calm down and watch this first.
The only reason you're angry is because you know that if the attention will make government come and regulate you, you're only complaining because you don't want government to come and regulate you. Do you see how stupid people sound now? That is the governor himself telling you why the prices are what they are. Better go and report him to those your internet nuisances, those your cloud chasers, those your attention seekers. Go and report him to them. That the governor is supporting the bad things that are happening in the industry. Maybe they will not go and report the governor to Tinubu. But before I come to those ones, let's listen to what the governor said. That the reason why, the primary reason why the prices are what they are is because of demand and supply. And this is what I've been saying from the beginning. If you put a property at 200 million and it stays in the market 6 months, 12 months, 3 years, nobody buys it. Nobody will tell you to bring the price down. But prices are what they are because people are buying it the way they are. And people are buying it the way they are because they don't have a lot of options. There are not a lot of choices in the market. So if you want to bring down the prices, give the buyers more options. Simple. Another important point he mentioned that I'm sure a lot of people won't have picked up. Lagos is competing with other global cities in the world. Imagine I have $1 million to invest in real estate. I have options in South Africa, Dubai, Singapore, even Nairobi. Why will I leave these countries that have better infrastructure and come and invest my money in Lagos State? The only incentive for me to bring money to Lagos is if I'm getting better returns in Lagos than I'm getting in these other cities. So let's say I have $1 million and Lagos is giving me 10%, but I can get 7% in South Africa. I would rather take my money to South Africa. The only way Lagos can collect my money is if Lagos gives me, outrageously higher returns than these other cities. So 20%, then I can invest in Lagos. And you not think that the government will not dare tamper with my returns. Money will get out. Capital flight. And I said it in one of my videos that they do not burn the government way to tamper with the pricing of real estate in Lagos. You think I don't know what I was saying? So I was envious, I was jealous. Jealous of who? A failure? That one with his chicken voice. He tried real estate and failed. Chebi, is he still talking about real estate? He has now become government house boy. I will crash the price of real estate in Nigeria. What impact? Then the other one, daddy's boy. Chebi, the other day he made a video, he has increased his house rent. This guy is charging 4 million naira for 1-bedroom apartment in Chevron. 1 bedroom. This is somebody that comes out and calls out people for charging what they are charging, but it's called in a where our minimum wage is 70 million. You're collecting 4 million naira for Nigerians. I thought you were a good Samaritan. I thought you were Jesus Christ. You came out and said, "Oh, the reason I increase my own is because my neighbors increase their own, and my own cannot be." Did you see how stupid you sound? So you now understand economics.
The second thing I want to apologize for is for increasing the rent. I apologize. Anyone who is upset, please don't blame me. I only did it because the people in the estate did it. If I'm the only one that doesn't increase the rent, it's not going to look good for me. It's not going to look good for my tenant. You know how Nigeria is. I don't control shit. I follow the flow. I was told to make it 4M. I even said no, 3.5. And as you can see from the chat, my tenant has agreed. This is his third year. Just to put things in perspective. Year 1, the rent was 2.2. Year 2, the rent was 2.5. Now it's 3.5. This is beyond me.
No, you should have kept your own at 1 million. Others are charging 5 million. Put your own at 1 million. So that those people charging 5 million will say, oh, see Jesus Christ, he's charging 1 million. Let us bring our own down. If you have the means, don't go and look for something to get for yourself. Be listening to these ones. They will help. They will help you bring the price. Maybe he is buying property, the other one is selling. Meanwhile, you're there waiting for the price to crash. No.
The hypocrisy in the real estate market is louder than a mechanical generator at 2 a.m. You've seen the clips. The governor himself defends the investors, and the critics are busy doubling rents behind the scenes. I just love how Mr. Duru responded. Honestly, I was satisfied with the response, so I don't really have much to say.
Like, calm down and think about it. One thing that annoys me is the hypocrisy of people. See, most of the people complaining, they are not doing it from a place of any morality or high. They are just envious that they are not the ones making the money. The average Nigerian is a hypocrite, especially those ones abroad. I encounter them every day, so that's why they cannot gaslight me. I encounter them every day. Before they invest, they will tell you how real estate is regulated in Canada, in China, in Hong Kong. They will complain. When they finally buy, that's when they will remember, inflation is rising in Nigeria. When I bought this house, I converted naira to 1,000. Now it's 1,500. Can't I get better offers? Hypocrites. So the only reason they complain is because they are not the ones taking advantage of the system. It's not as if they are better human beings. Because if they are put in that same situation, they will be worse. That's what annoys me. So there's nothing like defending the bad things going on in the industry. In fact, there was a time I used to do a series where I would tell people whether a property is overpriced or not. I'll give you the value of the land, give you the estimate cost of the building, and then we'll discuss whether it's worth it or not. But I had to stop that series because it was like I was antagonizing some developers. My problem is when people that are ignorant of the industry start, attempting to address the issues when they don't know what is happening, backing up the wrong tree, saying that, the people that are struggling to make ends meet in the industry do not deserve what they are getting after all the shege that they are passing through. This is a distress message I got some days ago. The guy said, this is only one agency. He has paid them millions of naira and they are still threatening to demolish his property. Do you think if this person, after this person goes through all this one, you think he will use good mind and sell the property for you? He has to make his money back. This one agency, you go through this wahala with like 6 agencies. This aside from Monile and the state government itself. This land I've been selling in Shangotedo, we have paid the Lagos state government billions, and it's not one, billions in various type of fees for 14 hectares of land. Any problem that you're complaining about in the industry, the buck stops at the government stable, not developers, not agents, because they are also victims like all of us. Developers are building rubbish. It is the job of the government to, carry out building controls. Is it the job of the buyer not to buy rubbish? Because if you have 100 million, you carry 100 million and buy nonsense, you're incentivizing that developer to keep building rubbish. And if another developer that is building well sees that this one built rubbish and sold, that one self will go and build rubbish. The industry is manipulated by stolen funds. It is the job of the federal government through the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to make sure that laundered money does not come into the system. So do you now blame the players for taking advantage of what they are seeing? So whatever complaint you want to make, everything is the government. Go and hold them responsible. Inflation has made cost of building materials expensive. Go and hold the government responsible. I have a project coming up in on Mobile Road. We are going to do about 3 kilometers of road. That's going to cost millions of naira. Who do you think is going to pay for that road? It will be factored into the cost of the building. You think we finish do road for you, putting transformer, putting power infrastructure? Do the other developers in Kenya, South Africa, do they do all this things? Do they do road? Some months ago, I talked about how I wanted to buy a car, right? I saw the car, they were selling it for 30-something million in Nigeria, and I saw it for $7,000 in the US. I was like, these car dealers, they are cheating us. But by the time I went through the importation process, and I realized why the price is what it is. But imagine me living that process and then just antagonizing the car dealers. That is silly of me. So that's what a lot of you are doing. You just sit behind your keyboard, complain morning to night. Enter the arena, come and build.
But then let me ask for your own opinion. Do you agree that demand and supply is a valid excuse? Or to you, it is just greed with a fancy name? Is rent control in Lagos a myth or a reality? Is it possible at all? Please leave your opinion in the comment section below. I want us to interact and I'll be responding to every single contribution, okay? But let us keep it civil, all right? And I'm going to be civil with you as well. I'm not going to take anything offensive, all right? So let's just, what do you have to say? Leave your opinion in the comment section.